Hi everybody, welcome in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to session 85 of Shadows of Sorcery. Gathered together, my players, tonight. Welcome. Welcome, players. We have a full house today. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful time. Joining us this evening, we have the Master of Mischief, Darren Moran, as played by Lying.
Hello.
The annoyance of gods and devils alike. It's Arcus, the Librarian, as played by Zarian. We have the most devoted Paladin, unfortunately for them, Prodigious Maximus, as played by Elfie.
Yeehaw.
We have the tired dad, Ingvar Svan, as played by Lydia.
Currently munching on garlic bread.
And last but not least, we have the developing emotional turmoil that is Hickory, as played by Kello.
Meowdy.
Welcome, everybody. Who wants to do the recap? No one? No one? Alright. I'll take it from the top, shall I?
Thank you.
I was watching you out of the corner of my eye, Elfie, and you were like half opening your mouth to say something and then going, no, I shouldn't.
I don't trust my memory.
I mean, I can't. I wasn't here last time.
That is fair, Lydia. That is fair.
I'm unmedicated.
You're unmedicated today?
Oh no.
Technically speaking, I've not yet begun to be medicated, so at no
is
point
fair.
am I reliable.
That is fair. But yes, so, last we left off, our crew of brave adventurers, brave-ish, spent the, about a week of downtime-ish, helping the town of Thistledown. You cured their remaining citizens of the drug addiction that had been forced through their systems. You saved Isaac's daughter, Abigail, from possibly horrific continued trauma. And you found the third and final piece of the contract of Asmodeus.
Oh hell.
You also found a few small magical items, a couple of potions, and you spent the week helping people. And at the end of all that, in the eve of your last day in Thistledown, Asmodeus spoke to the librarian and issued a warning that if the contract went unfulfilled, Metano's soul would belong to him, and it would give him enough power to break free of the Abyssal Gate. Alternatively, if the contract is fulfilled, the library burns. That is where we left off last time. So, team, my party, my punctual players, what are we doing?
How much time is left on the contract?
Well, it was 2 years to begin with when we picked it up. been a couple months since then, probably like 2 or 3.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Got about a year and a half-ish left.
Oh, that's like post-campaign like time period. We're fine.
Yeah, that's a problem for.
That's a problem for the next
epilogue.
party.
Yeah, we'll have our happy ever after, and then
The world ends.
yeah, perfect. We all just need to die before the world ends, and then we've got no problems.
How quickly can a dragon die of old age?
Not that quickly. Not that quickly. So, team, you have found a couple of interesting pieces of information here in Thistledown. Isaac's daughter has been sent to Necroneer, and you have conveyed to Isaac himself that his daughter is safe and where she is. You are once again on your own.
I believe there's a fair few people who are choosing to relocate to Necroneer, so I will be helping them get sorted out and ready to go and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
How do we proceed from this? Like, it's nice that we saved these guys. And we've definitely, I think, finished off the last of the main guys in the Carnifex. But what do we do now?
We do have a god to poke.
We have like so many much things to do.
We have so many plot threads we could pull on.
We could try and focus on nullifying the contracts. We could try and, help your god, Prod. That might be a bit more pressing than Asmodeus. Asmodeus has kind of got a time thing of, a year and a bit.
Unless he gets impatient.
Feel like we need. So, the thing with Callist is that you're fucking. I'm not gonna call him your ex, but like the guy that you knew.
Your
Speaking
situationship.
Your situationship.
Huh?
Edric
I never had
Vox.
any romantic feelings to that fucker.
I mean, you don't have
I
to
was
be
married
romantic.
long before I met him.
But it's still really funny.
More like a rival, probably?
I mean, at a time we were friends, or I thought we were.
Ex-friend, then. It's still an ex, technically.
I mean, mortal enemy
saying
is probably more
what?
accurate at this point, or immortal enemy.
Sorry, can someone remind me of his name?
Edric
Edric
Vox.
Edric Vox.
Yeah. So he's in my god right now, being a dickhead. He's as at least 60% more powerful than, or like 1% more powerful than Callist in order to take over her body, which is concerning. And he's still draining the magic from our world to his place behind the Divine Gate. My thought is that we could either, in order to stop him gaining power, kill the magic in this world, or kill its sources, or gain as much magic as we can so us as a team could go for him. Doing so, we could, I don't know, get a boon from another god,
Tried that
fulfill
one.
this Asmodeus contract, and what do they want? Power and money? I mean, that'll be something.
Bro, I feel like I shouldn't need to remind you, but my daughter is currently,
Oh,
magically
yeah.
tied to the library, as well as a celestial who was innocent in all of this.
I'm pretty sure my entire species stops working if there's no magic.
Ah, okay. Maybe not doing that then. But, okay. We need to find a way to cancel this contract, right? That's the main goal then. That's what we're doing right now.
I mean, yeah, we probably don't have enough power to go after, you know, Vox right now. He's kind of a demigod. We need something on our side. I mean,
If we can get a lot more magic together, be it in nebulous forms or magic items or whatever, then I can be something much bigger and that'll help us.
yeah.
That'd be good.
Sounds like a lot
I
of
do
magic.
technically have some form of blackmail over the god of time and death as well.
Alright.
I don't want to call it blackmail. I'd rather have it as a, you know, relationship that was spurring out of, you know, me being desperate and
mutually
maybe they'll-
beneficial arrangement.
Mutual beneficial, yeah, that kind of thing. Like, they're on the contract, they're there now. That's not really what I wanted, but it had to happen.
And they
I
might
tried
help us.
talking to Invictus as well. I don't know that asking the gods for favors is going to help us much.
I think that just wants to fucking die.
Yeah, I got that impression.
I don't know what Metano's deal is, but, you know, there's probably a reason most of the gods, aside from Callista, have been kind of dormant.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like it's up to us, this side of the gate.
I would still quite like to save Callista.
Oh, yeah. Like,
However, I get you.
I maybe if we got Metano on our side or some kind of boon to help us cancel these contracts, it might help us save Callista in the long run. That's my current idea.
Okay. Obviously, I know so much about deals with the devil and stuff like that. And I'm obviously an expert in this. But I thought the way that you'd cancel a deal with the devil is by burning all the contracts. Like, his one, your three, I guess. That's how you do it. You destroy all the contracts, and then the contract itself is nullified.
I have to imagine people who write contracts in hell use flame-proof paper.
Well, yeah, so you gotta figure out, like, if there was, like, this one really powerful ring, the only way you destroy it is throw it into a really powerful volcano. Like, the way that you destroy a really powerful scroll is by yeeting it into a really powerful shredder. You know?
Well, I mean, that's roughly what I know about these contracts as well. They're kind of, like, interlinked in some way. But if there's 3 of them, and Asmodeus has one, we don't have all of them. If these are the only 3 that exist, then I guess I could kill them all right now, and then it'd be done. But,
No, Asmodeus definitely has one.
yeah, and
Do
mostly
you really want to piss them off?
each party would probably have. I
We've
mean, we
already
kind of
pissed
already
him
have.
Yeah,
He's
we're
already
already
threatened
pissed
me
him
and
off.
this
It's not
material
even
plane
more.
once, so I don't know if there's anything more that we can do to piss him off, honestly, aside from maybe enter his realm and try and destroy the contract.
I vote that we try to enter his realm and destroy the contract. I think
No.
that's...
I second this with an addendum. First of all, I'd really like to get the opinion of someone who's in Infernal Law or of
Yeah.
that variety that could take a look at this contract and maybe figure out a loophole for us.
We met that lady who's a secretary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Way back when. Do we think she's still around?
Do we remember where we met her?
Well,
Oh yeah.
Lucian, would I count as familiar with this person, having met them?
You met them, you know their name, you know what they are, yeah. You'd be familiar.
Could I attempt to cast teleport to the location?
Without even sending a message first?
No, no, I'd probably try and send a message with my bot first. To see if we
You
can
gotta
get
call
contact.
ahead before you, like, instantaneously apparate into someone's bathroom.
I'm just gonna be one of those like parents that just continuously phones at random times instead of texting.
Oh my god. Yes.
Also, to save you some
I'm
time,
respecting
Lucian,
your
you
privacy by
can
knocking, but
technically
asserting
do
my
this
authority
if
by
I know
coming
a
in
person,
anyway.
but there is a like thing in the table that basically stops me from just being able to instantly get to them. I get like a chance of getting in their area or whatever.
Well, that's not what I'm checking, but I appreciate the information. Skip. Okay.
Mother's reading.
Okay. So, you can attempt this teleport spell. But until you do, you won't know if it works or not.
Okay. Actually, yeah, fair. If they're on another plane of existence, it will just fizzle.
And if there's probably one other plane of existence that she is very liable to be on.
Yeah.
Well, don't we have the best opportunity here? For we have a ring! The ring of infinite defenestration. Boundless defenestration. What we could do, send a message, or we could have a little, like, spy look into where she's at, and then we could just bloop through. Right?
Again,
We
it's just-
kind of
this
need
feels like
an
a poor
opening.
choice if we're trying to get help from somebody.
Yeah, like, well,
We're just trying
maybe
to
there's
contact
another
her.
expert on the material plane we could get in contact with.
Well, okay, let's attempt to teleport to her first. And then if that doesn't go well, we'll try other means, but let's attempt to teleport first.
We can kind of do a pseudo check right now. Could I attempt to send an organizer to her with a message saying I'd like to get in contact about some contracts and potentially finding a loophole in them? I just write that message down and give it to the messenger.
I mean, you can definitely do that. I will say the messenger takes time. Like it's not instant.
Oh, I know.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
you
we've
can
got like
write
paperwork
something
and
out.
like arrangements to make here, so we probably have at least a little bit of time here.
Yeah, I feel like we may have thought this through during the couple days or whatever we were here, rather than
Yeah,
just
I
doing
mean,
it now.
if you want to say that you sent that message a couple of days ago, then yeah.
Yeah, I'd
yeah.
probably do that. I'd like put some feelers out for like infernal contacts we've met.
Okay. Yeah, you send a message via an organizer to Deranax Vaughn, who is the former secretary to Lord Gabriel Blackwood, whose contract you stole, and she proceeded to, quite literally, burn in front of you. It does take a couple of days. But eventually, your organizer returns, which is unusual, because most of the time what the organizer does is it goes to the person, gives them the message, and then disappears. It doesn't usually come back with anything. But this time it does. When it comes back to you, it's sort of little brass cage on the back is warped, as if something was grabbing it and holding it down. And you can see parts where like claws have locked into the cage itself and pulled while the organizer is trying to get away. As if someone was basically holding it in place for a while. And in the cage is a small black hexagonal box made of stone of some sort. looks volcanic in nature.
Hey, Prod, could you do a little evil goody baddie saddy on this thing?
I give it a sniff. Evil.
All right. Is that what it
Lucian, do I
expected?
need to consult you for that, or am I right in thinking that that's demonic?
I mean,
Or
okay, what I will say is that, as I've stated many times, fiendish and celestial energies don't necessarily correspond to good and evil.
Yeah.
What I will say is that it smells like brimstone.
Yeah.
So,
This is definitely from the hells. Smells like
it
farts.
stinks. It stinks.
Yep.
Yes, I know this magical artifact, the fart box of distress.
Come on. Open it
Okay,
up.
let's open
See
the
what's
box.
inside.
Let's see what's in here.
Okay.
I prepare my sword in case something giant comes out.
Okay. You open the box, and it's got it doesn't really have hinges. It's just kind of like a pop top kind of thing that you just pull off. It's quite heavy as well. It's sort of a relatively dense volcanic basalt style rock, and it's rough, like someone ripped it out of a wall rather than fine construction. You pop it open. Inside is a small clay tablet with a symbol drawn on it. Maybe it's not clay, you're not entirely certain. It's a stone of some type. It has a small symbol drawn on it inside a 7-pointed star. Next to that is a small stone vial.
No snakes. Excellent.
0 snakes. Let's
No
do
snakes.
observation. 0 planes as well. Suspicious. Can I cast Identify on these?
Yeah. You cast Identify. These are not... These aren't magical items, but they are components to something magical.
Ah, okay. Would I know what they are? Could I do an Arcana check?
Oh, yeah. Roll me Arcana. DC 15 for something, 20 for most things, 25 for basically everything.
Okay, one moment. My sheet is taking a little second to load. There we go. That is a 33, not 20.
These are summoning materials. This glyph that is in this box is a representation of a summoning circle. And the vial that you have been given, you pop the top once you're kind of certain, and it's filled with a sort of reddish dust. It's basically a sort of it's a form of chalk dust. There's one thing missing from this summoning ritual, and that is blood. This essentially this setup is specific to summoning one specific demon, devil rather.
Okay.
So she gave you her
Darren,
number?
Darren, we need a virgin's blood.
Oh, that's great, actually.
Wait, who hasn't had sex here?
Prod,
What do you
put your arm
mean?
down.
Look,
Prod, stop lying to me.
Wow.
Okay, what counts as virginity? Anyway, okay?
I mean, he has a point. The Hells may, in fact, have a pretty, like, deep level of intimacy necessary before it counts.
Like, look, there's certain holes that are untouched on me. My housemate just walked in. Hang on.
Anyway, now that that joke's reached its conclusion, I cut my hand a little bit and add some blood to the ritual.
Do you actually, like, draw out the symbol in the powder?
As long as I think it legitimately belongs to the demon that I was trying to contact, yes.
Yeah, alright. You draw out a 7-pointed star on the floor in this reddish powder. You draw the symbol in the center, and then you add a drop of your blood. For a few seconds, nothing happens. Then you watch as the blood that you drip into like a corner of the powder thickens and starts to move along the rest of the sigil until it becomes this sort of sticky residue that is sinking into the floor. Are you guys doing this inside or outside?
Outside.
Inside. So this powder starts to sort of sink into the cobblestones of the street, leaving this sticky red residue. A second later, the center of this 7-pointed star starts to glow, and from the flames of Avernus, the 9 Hells itself, rises a spike-tailed, tall female figure with heavy chain gauntlets and long claws, 6 eyes all the way up her head. As she looks around at all of you, she says, "Well, fancy that. My saviors. It's so lovely to see you all again."
You're looking well.
Does she even know how to
you.
recognize me?
She looks over you. You don't know if she recognizes you, but she nods.
So,
Hi there.
Is she hot? Because you described a hot person.
Hold on. Hold
literally on fire. Of course
I
she's
say
hot.
literally hot.
on. Hold on. I know I had a...
Elf.
Can we just roll for MILF? Is that an option?
Gil.
You want to
Gilf?
roll for MILF? Really?
Yes,
Really?
please.
Plus 10 modifier because they're already a demon.
Uh-huh.
Can we roll for MILF?
Can you roll for fucking hell?
Yes, they are gonna fuck hell. They're gonna fuck the MILF that's a demon from hell.
No, I'm not gonna fuck her. I just want to know.
You just want to know.
I just want to know. I think it's important to this interaction if we know if she's a MILF or not.
Uh-huh.
Where's my X to Del button?
Do demons even
Is
work
MILF a
that way?
charisma stat, you think?
Should be.
I mean, logically, it's part of your background.
What you gotta do is you
Long
gotta type
ago,
in the word
powerful
devil.
MILFs.
Not devil, you gotta type in the word MILF.
Devil MILF 76 viruses instantly enter Lucian's computer from one Google search.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Wait, hold on. I need to... Why? Where? I had this the other day, and now it's disappeared. I'm not happy about that. But you know what?
That one.
Are you screen sniping?
She's wearing
What?
robes.
Yay!
Wow.
I
Which
would
is
never
annoying
stream
because the
snipe.
way I described her is not wearing robes, but it's fine.
Also,
That's
that
what
is
I have access
straight up
to.
Asmodeus.
Don't worry about it. He's smaller now. He's less
He's
threatening.
smaller now. I had a chain demon model a while ago, but I don't know where it's gone.
I can make you one right now.
I
I'll go into Hero Forge. I'll do it.
actually hold on. Because you guys are asking for this. Let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. Go to this one. Show me what I did last time, because I know I did something. And it's been a while since we've encountered this character. There. You. What did I do? Yes, that's the one. Okay. Game tools. Make unique. Okay. Sorry. I know this is taking a little while, but you guys are specifically asking for this.
Say you guys.
Yeah, Ingmar's got nothing to do with
Okay,
this.
fine. Elfie is specifically asking for this. So I shall oblige. You can go, or all wrong. And unique creatures. They're an
I
axe
think I was
ward.
gonna say, just watching
There
the,
we
the
go.
thought pass over. Just watching the thought pass over.
Enjoy,
It's
Elfie.
a disappointed dad face.
Oh, wow. Is she that
Has-
big?
She's that big. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
As she looks all of you over, she goes, "Oh, my saviors. So tell me, what can little old me," and she clicks a gauntleted hand together, "do for you?"
Sort of like whisper over to Darren, I think you need to riz her. Riz her up. Tell her what we want.
We need you to just, like, read some contracts, if that's alright, if you're familiar with Infernal Law. We're looking for a loophole.
I have some degree of experience with contracts. What do you want me to take a look at?
How high up on the totem pole of hell are you exactly?
That is impolite to ask when we've just asked them for legal advice. Anyway, here's 3 of the contracts I got by killing people.
Daranax sort of looks down at these heavy black scrolls that you pull out of your bag. She doesn't reach out. She doesn't touch them. But she narrows her eyes. You have the contracts of Asmodeus. Intriguing. How did you come by these?
I
Very,
unfortunately
very bad
had a
luck.
condition where if you kill the owner and pick it up, it instantly binds to you.
Unsurprising. Devilish trickery, if you will, but necessary if we want contracts fulfilled.
But yes, you're probably wise to not touch it in that case, so you're right if I just unfurl it for you to take a look?
Yes. You must understand, I'm not actually here. Planar travel is difficult, especially going from where I am to where you are. Coming here
did
is easy
wonder.
enough, but the other way around, not so much. She sort of waves a hand through Prod's head, and you watch as sort of this illusory projection of a hand sort of goes through Prod's skull.
Neat party trick.
Show me this contract, and I shall see what can be done.
I will unfurl the contract for them to read.
Okay. They spend a couple of minutes of reading through this lengthy document. Eventually, they sort of look up and go, "This is a very worrying piece of information." She sort of underlines Metano's name in the signature section. You have a contract between one of the oldest beings on Ratham's history, stain so great that it was only partially erased with the rise of the seven gods, and one of those very gods, with yourself caught in the mix. This is not airtight, to use your mortal analogies. However, one party of this contract very unwilling to allow it to expire. Give it up. But there are ways to break even the most stringent. One is what you did for me. Stealing original copy, then burning it in infernal flame. There are very specific types of flame are designed. Contract dissolution. But a contract this powerful can only be dissolved by one. The High Magistrate's court, under the direct supervision of Asmodeus himself. You would need all 4 pieces of this contract for that to be viable. Alternatively, you can attempt to rend the contract via divine means. However, there is no guarantee that as a result of that rending, participants of the contract, she indicates the 400 names that are below in the sort of lower section, would not be forfeit in that case as collateral.
So our
Any
options are
questions?
try to convince a high court in hell to dissolve this contract with Asmodeus giving us okay, which doesn't seem very tenable, or we get some kind of holy influence to help us dissolve the contract, but we may be damning 400 souls to Asmodeus's grasps.
Yeah. Or you steal Asmodeus's piece of the contract, sneak into the magistrate's court, and burn it yourselves.
I feel like that's a little bit more doable than changing Asmodeus's mind on this one.
Yep.
I can aid you in this if you so choose. After all, I am relatively high rank. As a demon.
You saying you could get us into the High Court? In some way, shape, or form?
I could provide transit to certain areas of the Nine Hells.
And back?
He doesn't answer. I could also provide cover for you. Shall we say, disguises. Going into hell as these mortal flesh bodies. He sort of pauses on you, Hickory. Says that would be unwise. Different forms would be required. The contracts themselves are substantially powerful, magical creation on their own. Destroying them is a substantially powerful undertaking.
Oh, okay. I have a choice I'd like to make. I don't know what anyone else thinks. Darren, Ingvar, Hickory. I want to go to hell. I don't want those 400 people as sacrifices for me saving my daughter. There's already been far too many individuals expended for the sake of everything involved with her.
Wherever you go, I'll follow.
I'm trying to figure out which battlefield we are best equipped for right now, and we have quite a few that are very dire.
I mean, it's either going to heaven and fighting a literal god, or trying to steal something from a devil. They're not great options either way.
Not a devil, the devil.
As you say
I don't-
this, Darren, you see Darrenax kind of grimaces a little when you say the devil.
Also, historically, our stealth missions don't go very well.
We wouldn't be stealthing. We would be bluffing. Different thing. I am an actor.
That entire time I pretended to be a fucking merchant, that went great.
I can be persuasive, so can you, but I don't know.
I can do it Infernal. I'm great at Infernal. Look, I can do the horns right now, and I just kind of like morph into a slight Infernal with actual horns. Probably something I've seen from the library, like an impish individual.
If you're not
Darrenax kind of looks at you with like the view of like you are being really racist right now, but I'm not going to say anything about it.
Cultural appropriation.
Hey, it's my culture to be able to turn into anything I want. That's racist, Daranax. Think about that one, huh?
If you're not confident in your persuasive abilities, I am fairly stealthy, I would think.
A couple of stealthy people on the team.
Main problem, right, is getting back out.
Also, I feel like we should get some sort of fire resistance before we go in.
Just a little bit.
Well, I
Agreed,
can
man.
provide that as well, if you choose to requisition my aid.
Ah, yes, that's a good point. My dear, what would you like in return?
I'm so glad you asked.
We are now
Just-
quite intimately familiar with the T's and C's.
I'm sure. Nothing, really. A trifle. Not even your souls.
Oh, I can get you a trifle, that's easy. Let's shake on it right now.
That is,
Trifle.
unless you fail. If you fail, then I'm afraid there are, unfortunately, consequences. But think of it this way. If you fail with a contract with me signed, at least your souls won't end up in Asmodeus's hand. They'll end up in mine.
Couldn't have you been racist after we made the contract? I feel like she's going to be meaner to us now if we fail.
I feel like our failure is now inevitable, but
All I
Alright.
really want to understand, since you're going to be stealing something valuable from Asmodeus anyway, there's a trinket in his vaults that I am anxious to get my hands on. Stand?
I do.
Oh, it's double heist.
great.
We will need a detailed explanation of this item and what it does. You see, we don't want to set off two cataclysms with
Oh,
One
no,
rock.
of course not. I understand completely. The item in question is a key. Very old key. About yay big, with 3 segments at the end. A magical item it is, as I understand it. It allows
Yeah.
the user to step into an alternative treasury. Nobody really knows what's in Asmodeus's secret treasury. I have an insatiable curiosity, and I would love to know.
Alfie's taking an educated guess about what this key actually unlocks. But Prod isn't that smart. Yes, that sounds about right.
Could I add an addendum?
Yes, I think that's good.
You know, all in good faith and stuff. If we
course.
find out that the key was intended for a purpose other than the one you've described in the contract as written, or in fact, if you knew the contents of the vault before we hand over the key to you, all contacts and the key are forfeit. That seems fair enough. If you lie to us, then you lose out on your trinket, right? But you wouldn't lie to us.
Max thinks for a moment. I have suspicions as to what is in the vault, but I do not know for sure.
Okay. then the
that
addendum
enough?
will be fine, right?
Yeah.
May I ask where the vault door is located?
He thinks for a moment. If you wish to travel beyond the 9 hells into the furthest reaches of the abyss, a very long and arduous trek, you will find an ancient tower. Crumbling ruin that it is, it once served as the home of Asmodeus's former siblings. It is a grave site, ancient and forgotten. The door lies at the base of this tower, protected and warded and impervious to most fiendish magic. To even lay a scratch on its obsidian surface would take an eon. But the key bypasses all of this. It will take me at least 50 years to reach this door at its current distance.
All right. Alfie has a suspicion about what this door is.
Mm-hmm.
Alfie thinks this door is probably the Divine Gate. However, I might be wrong. Therefore, I would maybe not even the Divine Gate, maybe the thing that is trapping the gods that the gods
Okay,
locked
so
away.
with that information in mind, I will remind you, the Abyssal Gate was made by the gods to contain the primordial titans. The Divine Gate was made by the gods to contain themselves and lock off divine magic within limits from the mortal world.
Can I run some kind of insight check on her just to see how,
Yeah.
just to see if I have some estimation of how badly
cool.
she's trying to screw us over?
Roll me
Is she
insight.
trying to open the Abyssal Gate? Or is
They-
she trying...
Let me put it this way. If Asmodeus had the key to the Abyssal Gate, there wouldn't be an Abyssal Gate. It would be open at this point.
Right, okay, that's a good point. But he probably... But alright, fine.
Okay, insight check, Baron?
Yeah. 13.
13.
So close to a 1 as well. Wow.
She's 7.5 feet tall, fiendish, really, really hot. You're having a hard time reading that. She seems to be honest,
There's no
but
way
then
this
again,
is the whole
she's a
story.
devil, so...
Yeah.
In a clause that says that you're not going to try and destroy the whole world.
Why would I want to destroy the world, my dear?
Or unleash unfathomable chaoses, or do an evil... okay, sorry. Devilish plans are your forte. I would not want to cramp your style. However, you know, I don't want to have to fight you in the future because you're really hot. So, in order to keep both of us alive and maintaining our hotness, I would prefer not to have to fight you in the future. Can you try and make it...
How about this? As a clause to this little contract we are constructing here. As a result of my actions in the usage of this key, I will never lay a finger on any. Does that suffice?
I grew up in the Feywild. You're gonna have to be way more specific than lay a finger. I know personal analogy is a big forte of both sides, but maybe I will not do any harm to any of you.
Very well. I will cause no harm to any signatory of this contract as a result of the usage of the...
All right. All right.
Is there a way for us to get in contact with you a second time? Is it just the same ritual, just so we can maybe take a day or two to determine on this?
One drop of blood and the right ingredients. I'm sure your agely friend of... And she gestures to Arcus. Can figure it. If you wish to deliberate, I offer... I'll give you a day. And she vanishes from the circle. The glow of the summoning fades, and the dry and cracking substance that now lays across the floor slowly disintegrates into a red, flaky ash.
We're so gonna have to fight her in the future.
She's gonna do some evil shit with the key. Like, that's very clear. Whether or not it's an internal power struggle thing or an external one, that's up in the air, I suppose. Can I roll a retrospective insight check?
I mean, yeah, you can roll a retrospective insight check
Like
if you'd like.
the conversation that I just heard? Specifically to do with the grimace that she had when, like, the one devil or whatever was mentioned.
21.
That's a 21.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty easy thing to understand. Asmodeus isn't a devil. Asmodeus is a primordial titan. He's, like, a lot of mortals consider him the devil, but he's actually not. By definition, he is one of the primordial titans before the birth of the gods. He isn't a devil. He's not fiendish or devilkin. He just rules them. And even then,
Okay.
ruling is a loose sense.
So we're fucked?
I mean, it would take 50 years.
Yeah. Do you know how long of the lifespan of an orc is?
Somewhere in the 80s, I think?
60.
Oh.
But aren't
I
you
thought
a
I thought you were
half-orc?
only half orc, though.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay.
I'm already over 50. Like,
But yeah, the grimace that you saw, Marcus, was literally her going, he's not a fucking devil. He's not
Yeah.
the devil. That's a fucking lie that he's, like, perpetuated to make himself more, you know.
Imposing.
Yeah.
Oh.
we've talked our way into places before, we've snuck our way into places before, and in every case it's ended with a big scrum or multiple of us being utterly hecked over. So I can't say I'm dreadfully confident with the notion that we should sneak into hell and steal something from the head of hell.
I understand that fear.
Conversely, our alternative is we throw ourselves into heaven and use a super weapon on a god.
Yeah. I don't
Secret
like
weapon
that
we
one.
don't even have.
Also, she's my god. I would be against that plan.
I would be God then, fine.
It's a guy living in the body of my god. So we're not pointing a super weapon at it.
I regret
Asmodeus,
to
however.
inform you that your god did in fact get, like, golden flubbered. Like, that is what happened. There's just, like, golden ooze inside of them, which is Vox.
Yeah. And a blast will not blast that out.
No. But I
Depends on
mean,
it's aimed, I guess.
Like, how do you get ooze out of something? Soap?
Squeeze.
Squeeze? Okay. We all run up to her, just give her a real big hug, and then she'll... You know what, I think we should probably, just go down to the hells.
also, like, yeah. I mean, there might be something useful there about the magic that Vox used. It was kind of like tabooish. We could also go back to our ghost friend and ask a bit more about it to see if there's like some weakness it has or a way to dispel it. Like, he's got enough power to be a demigod, but he's still only functionally immortal. Like, there's conditions.
She gave us a day to think it over. We probably should follow the group going to Necronair just to make sure they're all settled and okay there.
What
Also
happened
see
to
what's
our
been happening with Necronair.
I know this is a dumb question. What happened to our anti-magic orb?
I believe we still have that, don't we?
The anti-magic orb got destroyed.
How did it get destroyed again?
You essentially activated it on the Baroness's death as her name was being erased from the contract, and then signed Matano's name in, and that caused
that's
a
how we pulled that
feedback
off.
loop that destroyed the anti-magic orb.
Ah,
But you
okay.
got Matano's signature on the contract, so, you know. You do. You have the dampening
Maybe we left something
orb,
behind
but-
in Necronair that could help us in this regards. The Baroness did keep a lot of fun stuff.
What you know
Alright.
is
We can
that most of
look
her
around.
fun stuff was kept in her vault, and you guys kind of fucked the vault.
Oh yeah, let's check on that right now. I want to use my Orb of Far-Seeing on the vault.
Yeah, okay. How does that work? Remind me.
Allows the user to scry in a specific location with a viewing radius of 30 feet at the location.
30 feet. Okay. Yeah, you scry into the vault. The first thing you notice is that it's still got massive piles of gold and other stuff. The two stone guardians have reset themselves. They're at either end of that large plinth. The massive mechanical sort of teleportation circle rig that spun around to create different sigils to go different places, that is fucked. Like, the whole thing is just warped and bent. You can see where a bunch of coin golem coins have stuck themselves into the rails where all of this stuff would spin. A lot of it has just kind of bent upwards and out and is all twisted. There is no way to use that teleportation circle anymore. It's absolutely destroyed, and you guys have no
Damn,
idea
guys.
where the vault actually is.
I think the teleportation circle might be fucked. Fortunately, I can see it, so if we want to teleport there, I can just do that.
I mean, we also have the Ring of Boundless Defenestration, which
Yeah.
could also teleport us through that loop.
That is one person.
Well, I want to use it at least one time, man.
It's on a window.
Let's head to Necronair, sort everybody out there, check if there is anything useful on this in this realm of existence around Necronair, because there was a lot of magical equipment in that cathedral. And then if that comes up negatives, we'll consider the vault.
That sounds alright. Do we have like a decision made for the Infernal that's going to contact us as well?
Yeah, I feel like we have to say yes with the additional things that we wanted. And we can go down whenever we want. Let's not make this like an immediate thing. Like, she'll like come up and be like, "Are you saying yes?" and then immediately TP us down. No. We'll summon her when we're ready, so we can actually prepare for it.
Definitely.
Like, I would like some anti-flame potions. Because I don't want to rely on her solely, because she gets our souls if we fail.
This is true.
I wouldn't mind being a bit extra scaly if we're gonna go down there.
How would you get a bit extra scaly?
I don't. Just that's kind of why I'm after the magic. But also, hell is supposed to be really warm, and the last time I was really warm was when we went to the bathhouses, and that was really pleasant, but probably not conducive to, like, a fight.
Yo, we should go to a bathhouse before we go down. My god is dying, never mind.
But I need
No
this
time
little
for
treat
rest.
vitally.
Right, Librarian, can you start setting up the transit?
Okay, we're just gonna go to Necronia. I mean, yeah, sure, I can get a teleport going right now. Everyone here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. I cast teleport. It's instantaneous.
Okay.
I sneeze in the middle of the teleport, and when I open my eyes, I scream.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to check very quickly about that. Okay, cool. Roll me a D100.
Oh, right. The flub
Sure.
chats.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll.
Yep.
It's like the 2d10s, right? Or no,
The
sorry.
D10. It's the D10 and the D100.
The 2 zeros.
Yep.
Well, I accidentally fucked that. Ignore both of these. Uh, 97.
97. On target. It takes less than a couple of seconds before you all vanish from Thistledown and reappear in Necroneer, where the rest of the town is busy with repairs. You see some of the refugees from Thistledown sort of resting on these sort of like canopy beds that have been set up outside. Yeah, the town is bustling, not necessarily lively. There's still a lot of reconstruction work to do, but it is, for all intents and purposes, thriving again.
Yippee!
Whereabouts in Necrono did you put us?
Well, I haven't put you
No, I
anywhere.
mean, like, Arcus. Where?
Probably like the town square.
Okay, so by the big skeleton.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, actually, it has to be the town square. It's the teleportation circle.
You and you. There we go. Yeah. So the town is, while the board may not necessarily reflect it, bustling and lively. As you all sort of appear in a flash of powerful magic at the teleportation circle in the town square. You all look around. You can see a couple of Matinian town guards are stationed around, while various crates and boxes are being unloaded from a cart that looks like it used to have horses on it, but just went through a teleportation circle. So has been rolled off to the side by a couple of people. There's a variety of construction going on, people repairing things, people hauling rubble out of the way. Yeah, it is a busy, busy day as you all arrive here.
Are the children still about?
I mean, there are children around, sort of running around and playing for a change. None of them really pay attention to you, but you do spot Darren up on a crate somewhere, a very short figure with a red headband going, "March forward!"
I see the revolution continues.
As you all sort of look around, you spot Father Killian, who's sort of directing a couple of crates, looks over and sort of waves to you all as he's sort of busy directing repair efforts and storage and all of that sort of thing.
Nice.
Where do you guys want to head?
Baroness's house, probably.
Okay.
I might quickly fly over to the cathedral first, myself.
Do you guys want to split up?
No.
Just
That
a
was
question.
No, we're a team. We're gonna go everywhere together.
Okay.
We're a balanced party.
Where do you want to head first then?
Cathedral.
Cathedral. Okay. The five of you set out and up towards the cathedral. It takes a good 10 minutes to walk all the way up there. It's quite a ways at this point. But eventually you make your way to the Cathedral of Metano. You can see a variety of guards and stuff that are stationed outside. You also spot like a few people within the cathedral area who are like dismantling parts of machinery, but nobody is going into the building itself.
Is everyone else getting that?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, I see what happened. 1 second.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Oh, we've got a bot in the chat.
Bot in the... There's no bot in the chat.
Free
No,
RuneScape
not
gold,
this
man.
one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, somebody on Discord got hacked.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, in the bunker jam. Ah. I see.
Oh, no.
I will walk up to the guards and inquire as to what the security accommodations are here. Whilst I quickly go and delete everything that's being posted.
Okay. Yeah, no. There's a couple of guards who sort of wave to you as you sort of walk up. One of them goes, just to let you know, the cathedral is... It's not off limits, but it's dangerous. Don't... be careful. If you're here to help with the dismantling, we're taking stuff apart. A lot of it's dangerous equipment. We've only got a few people doing it. If you're here to help with that, just ask for the foreman, and he'll be able to direct you on how to get stuff done. You're looking at me weird. What's going on? Did I say something wrong? Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Where did the looking at weird come from?
The guard that you're talking to.
I was sorry. I just had to like delete eight at everyone's from like 8 separate locales.
Yeah, the guard's just like, you didn't respond. So the guard's just like, Did I say something wrong?
Sorry, the not responding was not in character.
Well, too late. It's in character now.
Can I will flip on my magic vision for a second and have a look at the cathedral.
Blazing with magic as usual.
Okay, this might be useful. All the equipment that's getting dismantled from this place, where is it being stored currently?
We're not really storing it. We're kind of ripping it apart for raw material, and then it's being smelted down.
Stripping it for copper?
Well, copper, iron, other stuff. Most of it's being used for building materials at this point.
That stands to reason. Though I don't know about contamination issues there.
We've got Martina sent a mage over to check this stuff, and he sort of points down the road a little distance from the cathedral. You see sort of this heavily robed, dark-skinned woman who is sort of looking over various pieces of like disassembled stuff that's being passed through, sort of waving her hand, putting a couple of bits and pieces aside and sending the rest onwards.
Does that stuff look magical as well?
No, most of the stuff that she's sending onwards looks entirely inert.
Right.
Okay, so she looks like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Arcus, are you able to get a bit of a clearer vision of the magic around here than I can?
I mean, I can try my best. Can I do a perception check with my magic vision?
Yeah.
We're looking for something very incredibly magical that ideally we can move.
Okay. More specifics.
If you want to give me an investigation check or an arcana check.
Actually, investigation, yes. 1 second, ignore this roll. Well, that's a 16.
Okay.
Oh wait. Assistance gives me advantage, right? Okay, so I can roll again.
I assist,
Okay.
being that I'm also able to see magic to some extension.
Okay, 25.
25. So, with your magic vision, the main problem with the cathedral, right? Darren, you can see just blazing magic, and it's kind of difficult to differentiate with your magic vision. It's not very specific. Librarian, your magic vision is seeing specifics. You're seeing abjuration, you're seeing conjuration, you're seeing dunamancy, a bunch of different school sets, essentially. Pretty much everything in the cathedral that is movable was either brought in by the Baroness or is ambient. The cathedral itself is magical not because there's a magic item in it, but because a massive magical event happened here thousands of years ago, and that background magical radiation has not gone away. There are a few bits and pieces that resonate with more magic than others, but nothing that you would consider to be portable. Like, the biggest magical signature that you can see is parts of the portal frame at the back of the cathedral. And that's still like a good 7 feet of solid metal filled with possibly machinery.
Are we on a ley line?
Give me history.
I believe we are on a ley line. I think.
I could have sworn that's why the Baroness said it. Damn. 14.
Okay. That is a natural 1, but it is a 14.
Can Prod help? Because Prod's been looking at the ley lines quite a lot recently.
Yeah, I'll allow a help action on that.
Do you want to re-roll?
Thank you. Oh, there goes the dice off the cliff.
Because Prod's mission was to figure out where the magic's gone, so he'd probably know a lot about the ley lines.
28.
28. Yeah, no, the cathedral is on a ley line, or it used to be. During the period of time that resulted in the creation of the Divine Gate, a lot of the ley lines got twisted. You know this because it was a result of the usage of Vox's mechanism. This cathedral definitely did used to be on a ley line, which means that echoes of that are still present. The ley lines shifted since the construction of the cathedral. There isn't one here anymore, but the cathedral's connection to the ley lines is still inherent to the stones of the cathedral itself, simply because of the event that caused this much background magical radiation.
Okay, so it's still kind of tangentially connected to one.
Yeah.
If it's not like under it. It's like a kind of trickle from a stream feeding here rather than like the whole river.
Yeah, yeah. You would think if the whole river was still connected to this cathedral, there is every chance that you wouldn't even be able to approach the cathedral without experiencing the effects of Metano's original event here, which would have likely resulted in your skin turning to dust within a matter of hours because of the domain of the god of time.
Fun.
Fun!
And you guys have noticed that there are still effects of that event. It's not that, like, you guys have passed through different temporal eras in this area. But you've also had times where you feel like especially when you step into the area of the cathedral, it's not like feeling yourself age, but it's definitely feeling an acceleration of some sort.
How's it look? Find anything?
Not really, nothing that can be like carried away or transported. There's like a lot of latent magical energy, but yeah,
What are
I don't
you
see
looking
anything.
to do in here? Like, what would be your plan if you got a large magical item?
Go to Shakar and finish the ritual.
Oh yeah!
But if we can't move the mountain to Shakar, then we'll have to bring Shakar to the mountain, but that's a lot of equipment.
I mean, if we're looking for a very powerful magical artifact, there is one place I have in mind aside from the vault.
Oh?
The library's artifact storage facility. The one that we were at before.
Oh
The
no,
one
I
where
don't
you got
trust
the
that.
scroll for literally the blueprint of all Dwarven society. And
I remember it. I don't. I mean, this is broken and wild, but also ridiculously magical. That, on the other hand, is a much more unknown property.
Also, it gave me a belt that wanted to eat me.
you literally chose the belt that wanted to eat you.
I asked
All
for
went through the
something
IKEA
cool.
catalog
That
and
was
got our
kind of
magical
the other
item.
thing, is we had to retrieve things without wanting them, which might get a little weird when we're trying to look for an extremely powerful magic item.
Correct. But we also know someone who still technically has access to facilities in terms of credentials. Mine got revoked, it seems, for the most part. Because I'm on the list of employment, but don't really have any authority. However, our ghost friend.
We'd still need some
Also,
move
doesn't the
Shika's-
devil lady have a library card?
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of normal clientele, though. It's not any special privileges for the most part. You need to be an employee to get that.
That aside, what's your cargo capacity when we're moving stuff around? Chikar needs a lot of equipment for the thing to run.
I mean, I wasn't proposing to do that in the library. I was presuming to just yoink something very powerful from the library and bring it to Shikar.
What about yoinking the angel? Or is that crazy?
That's a whole other plot, Francis.
That's like the thing I'm trying to do because they're fused with the soul of my daughter, bro.
Ah, so look, okay, I really promise that I'm not trying to kill your daughter.
There's been like 2 or 3 times today where you're just like, I really want to accidentally imply that I'm gonna kill your daughter, and I don't necessarily appreciate it at this point.
It's alright. It's not on purpose, I promise.
It's okay.
I'm on the notes of like things that we can anticipate and whatnot. I feel like this is our best bet, especially because time gets very weird in the library, and we've got like a day before we have to respond to Devil Lady.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
let's
it's
not
true.
go into library.
Oh, I did just think of something that might be smart, actually.
Ooh, do tell.
The term "the library" in the contract is specific to a place called it. What
Are you
if
suggesting
when...
we rename it?
I mean, yeah. Legally distinct. And it would also count as destroying the library. It doesn't exist anymore if you rename it.
The Wandering Book Repository?
Big Mike's Bookshop.
The librarian's library?
That feels very self-evident. We'll workshop it.
Wait, what was your daughter's name?
Julia.
Julia's.
So, very quickly, I'm going to draw your attention to some information that is in the pact. The first pact. The bearers of this contract agree to undertake the task of the destruction of the institution known in common folklore as the Wandering Library, also known as the Praxis Grand Library, and all knowledge therein. With exception to specific text reserved by the bearers.
I mean,
Okay, so-
the exception of the text reserved by the bearers could be all of it. There's no limit described. Which just
Sorry.
nullifies point of knowledge.
I just don't think we can Elwoods our way out of this one. I think we just have to fucking destroy the contract.
I mean,
Also-
you can try and Elwoods your way out of this one, but that means talking to Asmodeus in front of a court.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
I'm not
Yeah, okay,
stopping
let's do
you guys
feeding
from doing
instead.
it. I'm just saying this is what the contract states. If you guys can think of a way out of it, you know.
So
I mean,
upper,
what
upper
is
limit
destruction, really?
on, upper limit on cargo?
I mean, upper limit on cargo is whatever we can hold in their bags of holding.
True. Okay. Chicago can probably hold quite a bit these days. The man is basically made of smoke.
Doesn't he live in basically a pocket dimension?
Give or take, yeah.
There's probably enough room in there.
Yeah. Right, I will go have a word with a Jin, I guess.
Alright, you
We
can
mu-
be on your own for that one. He seems alright.
Yeah. Seems,
And we're
seems
gonna
like we have an option here, so I'm gonna pursue it.
Okay.
Okay. How are you getting to Matina?
There's a teleportation circle there,
Okay. All right.
so I'm gonna make my way leisurely, more or less, back to the market.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
We were gonna go raid the Baroness's not basement, but try and just raid her house in general to see what we could get.
Yeah, the manor.
Okay. Well, the manor then. We'll
Wait, she
come
had a
to.
whole laboratory.
Hmm?
She had like a whole laboratory in that manner, didn't she? The one she was trying to fill with the red mist or whatever at one point.
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah.
did. Let's just stick you guys in here. There we go. So, what specifically are you guys looking for? What do you want to find? You guys have gone through this place before, I should say. So, whatever you do find will be what hasn't been picked clean by yourselves and the townsfolk of Necroneer.
I'm trying to find other contacts in the Carnifex that might be loose ends or stragglers who may know a thing or two about just their plans and...
You want to find the Baroness's little black book, basically.
Yeah, sure. Give me her burn book.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll me an investigation check on that. What is everyone else looking for?
I'm looking for any hidden storage compartments because I know she was super tricksy.
Okay.
And if it's gonna be there, it will be hidden.
Alright, roll me an investigation
Nice.
check on that. What about you two, Hickory and Ingvar?
30.
So if she has like a lab, anything like that, if there's, and Hickory's not been in this mansion before, if there's anything that would be like used for fire resistance potions or anything like that.
Okay.
Whether ingredients or otherwise.
Yeah,
maybe.
roll me investigation or nature on that.
I think you know which one it's gonna be.
Oh, yeah, Hickory's got fresh eyes. That's great.
Ingvar, what about you? What are you looking for?
Basically anything that might help in the hells.
Alright, roll me an investigation check. And we'll see what each of you manage to find.
I don't know why it rolled as the librarian, but I got it.
It happens. Okay. So, let's start with Prod. You have rolled
7!
a 7. Honestly,
Actually, I rolled an 8 minus 1.
You rolled an 8 minus 1. You know, a woman like the Baroness definitely must keep a little black book somewhere. That
Yeah.
definitely has to have all of the people that she's got dirt on in it. That's definitely got to be a thing. 100%.
It happens in all of the stage plays.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There is a little black book. There is a little black book. It's on her desk in her laboratory. You open it. It's filled with weird geometrical symbols that you can't read.
Oh.
But it's a little black book. It's like about this big. And it's got a leather cover on it. And you open it.
It must be a code.
It might be a code.
It might be a code. Prod sits down and starts like just looking, trying to be like, I can figure this code out.
Okay.
He's not going to achieve it. I don't need to roll for that.
Sometimes the dice tell the story, and sometimes the players make themselves fail simply because it's funny.
It's not because it's funny. It's just because
It's true.
Prod
Just
would
because
never
it's
figure
true.
out- Just because
Okay.
it's true.
So, hopping on to Hickory. You are looking for possible potions, ingredients that could help with fire resistance, ingredients of that sort of nature. There are... this woman definitely had more of a craft for mechanical things than for potions. But there are a couple of potions in here. You sort of pick a couple of vials up. You can't smell. One of them looks like this deep indigo color. The other one is like a very pale orange. There's also a couple of ingredients that around the room that you recognize as plants that sort of grow around your area. There's one that you look at is what's known as a balm shroom, which essentially soothes burns. It's not fire protection necessarily, but it does heal fire damage better than it heals other sources of damage.
Okay. I'm gonna take the potions and the bomb shroom, and once I get the chance, ask someone who's better to know about potions, what exactly they are.
Okay, we'll come to that in a minute. Ingvar, you start your search for things that could help in the hells. You also rolled a 16. No, sorry. How much did you roll?
Rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Sorry. You look around for things that could help in the hell. I mean, hells are hot. Kitchens are hot, usually. Go in the kitchen. What's in the kitchen? Let's see. Pots and pans, not necessarily. Big old fireplace. There's some oven gloves. Those might. Well, probably not. Ooh. What else? Looking through. Opening some cupboards. There's a couple of rations. A little bit of bread, meat, a few different things. There's a hefty looking iron poker next to the stove. Roll me Arcana, Ingvar.
Oh, okay. Eat. I'll buy. That's a 15.
15. That poker is magical. That poker's got I mean, it's relatively sedate magic, but that is a magical iron poker. A magical iron fire poker.
Might as well pick it up.
Okay. Alright. Lastly, we come to you, librarian. You're looking for hidden compartments. You want to know this person's secrets. You spend sort of a good hour or so just sort of shimmying along walls, touching various panels, knocking on various parts of this house. Eventually, you come to one of the lower sort of drawing rooms, this sort of ancient presentation room. You're sort of knocking on various walls, going around the room. You press against various bricks. Nothing really does anything. And then you sort of take a break. You're leaning against a fireplace, and you feel something shift under your elbow. And you look down, and the fireplace itself has a small alcove in the side of it. It's maybe about a foot deep, this sort of dark hole in the side of the fireplace.
Huh. There anything in there?
It's too dark to really tell.
Okay, can I cast light?
Okay, you cast light. The hole is still pitch black.
Huh.
With your magic vision, you can see that there is a degree of magical darkness being placed on this.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I am gonna cast Dispel magic on the magical darkness.
Okay. Cast Dispel Magic on the magical darkness. The hole lightens, and you see at the end of it, which is about a foot in, is a what looks to be a handle, the kind you can pull. You also notice that in the hole itself, sort of about halfway down, is a row of iron spikes that are all pointing inwards.
Well then. This seems like a totally normal and completely fine thing to do.
Mage hand?
Yeah, Darren.
Oh, Darren's off in fucking. This is why
God
we travel as a
damn
group.
Well, time for poor man's mage hand. One moment. I swear I have a
Poor
spell
man's
for
mage
something
hand,
like this.
otherwise known as something really sticky at the end of a stick.
Use like one of those, you know, in primary school you would have like those like sticky hands you would like flick forward to grab something.
Yeah.
It's gonna pick one of those. No. I want to summon my... What would be the best thing for this actually? Probably the organizer? I could give it a basic instruction of deliver this rope around that handle and I yoink it.
The hole is about the width of your arm. The organizer is about this big.
What about the observer? That's pretty small.
The observer could fit.
I recommend a cane or a stick.
It's about 3... How deep is it again?
About a foot and a half-ish. Like about the length of your arm.
Okay, I just... Yeah, I'll just put like a hook on my staff or whatever and shove it in.
Okay. You put a hook on the end of your staff, shove it down the hole, hook it round the handle, and you pull. As you pull, you watch as the spikes inside slowly shift inwards. If your arm was in there, they would essentially be slowly sinking in your arm, but nothing else happens.
Well, that's a bit anticlimactic.
I have
Do
a
I see
theory.
anything change in the room? I need
I-
to bloodlet myself.
You were
I
saying
think it's a
something?
bloodletting thing.
I mean, you look in and like there's these spikes that sort of thing, and the hole is round, but you do notice that like halfway down there is like a channel that angles downwards.
Yeah, this is a
Solution.
blood thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take
You-
my staff out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the Baroness's arm in.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the handle with my staff underneath, just like shim it in.
Okay. You put the Baroness's arm into this hole. Put it around, like, put the arm in, pull the handle. You watch as the spikes sink into this pallid skin, and very slow globules of ancient, like, reposed blood, but it's still like really old, cold blood just start to seep out of this arm. And you watch as they sort of disappear down this little channel underneath it. For a moment, nothing seems to happen, but the blood is flowing very slowly. Then there's a sound, and you watch as the back of the fireplace lowers down into the ground.
I knew it was a good idea to keep that thing around.
Repocket that arm.
Just gonna repocket that arm.
Okay. behind the sort of back panel of the fireplace, you see a small wooden box, about this big, maybe that tall, sort of placed against the wall. Underneath it is a small, reddish, maybe about like this big, sort of a little red stick of some sort.
Can I touch it?
Are you in the room?
This is Prod asking the librarian.
Are you gonna listen to me if I say no?
Depends. Does it look dangerous?
Doesn't look
Magic
dangerous.
vision it. Remind me
Definitely
what it
magical.
looks like fully again?
So there's a box about this big, black wood, that's pushed up against the wall. Underneath it, sort of hanging on a small set of hooks, is a small red stick. It has a metallic sheen to it.
Like a key.
Not like a key. It's literally just a small metallic rod in red.
I'm gonna touch it.
Does this box remind me of the one that I got that one fireball wand in that was
No,
from the hells or whatever?
no, that box was like chunky. This one's maybe could contain a couple of rolled up scrolls.
Okay.
At most.
I guess go try and open it, Prod, if you want. I'm suspicious.
What are you grabbing
gonna
first,
go-
Prod?
I'm going to lightly poke the rod first.
It feels warm.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Feels warm to the touch, like you've just sat down next to a nice warm fire on a cold day.
I'm going to try and gently remove the rod.
Yep. You pick it up off of its little hooks. Comes away easily.
I'm going to bring it over to librarian and say, "Can you cast Identify?"
Yeah, sure thing. I start ritual casting Identify on it.
Okay, that takes about 10 minutes. What are you doing in the meantime, Prod?
I am hopping from one foot to the other, staring at the box, being like, "I really want to open it. I really want to open it. I really want to open it. I really want to open it."
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
No! Yeah. To be fair, it is my highest saving throw.
Can I assist by judging Prod?
No.
No, that's an 8.
That's an 8. You really want to open that box. The librarian's casting Identify. That's going to take a while. That box. Oh, but that box looks interesting.
It does look interesting.
Ooh, you could just grab it. You could just grab it. You could just open it. The librarian
grab it.
did say you could open it.
They did say I could open it, but I'm not gonna grab it. I'm gonna sniff it. And I'm gonna use my magic vision on it. And I'm gonna poke it from the side just to see what happens.
Smells like ash. Smells like it's been in a fireplace for a couple of years.
Maybe I could. Does it have any? I could use divine sense on it.
It doesn't really sense of anything. It's box.
I'm gonna kind of maybe poke it from all of the different sides to see if it makes a noise.
I mean, it sounds like wood.
I'm opening it.
Okay. You.
This is
open it.
like what I did as a child to my Christmas presents. I just like, oh, okay.
You pull the box out, flip open the lid. Inside is a couple of rolled up scrolls, a small pendant, and a thin, sharp stiletto dagger.
Ooh. I have learnt my lesson about not touching cursed things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an evil woman, so her things may be cursed. So, because we're near a fireplace, I'm going to use the tongs that you use for a fireplace, right? I'm going to pick up the pendant to observe it, and just have a look at it using the tongs.
Yeah. The pendant is a symbol you recognize. It is the pendant of a priest of Metano. It has the hourglass symbol of the god of time.
Nice. I'm gonna put it very gently down on a table, and then I'm gonna pick up the stiletto dagger using the same tongs. See if I can see anything interesting about that.
You pick up the dagger. Long, thin stiletto. Well, no, not quite stiletto. It is stiletto, but it's not metal. It's got this lovely ebony handle. The pommel is metallic. The handguard is metallic. The blade is like a very, very dark glass, maybe?
Sort of put that over on the table too, and just sort of because librarian, I sort of see them going, at this rod in the corner. I'm also trying to put my detective hat on and be like, okay, out of these two things, which is more likely to be cursed?
Rod, I can sense while I'm casting this spell, I can sense over here that you're about to pick another cursed item, and I'm just going to say,
I'm not
don't do
about to
it.
pick up a cursed item. I'm trying to identify which one is more cursed.
Oh,
I go over,
wizardy word, wizardy, don't pick the cursed item. I'm saying that over here while I'm casting the spell.
Prod just lays on the floor, and is tries to meditate until.
I mean, there are only 2 scrolls in the box now, so.
I can pick up the scrolls and see if I can open them. I pick up the scrolls with the tongs, then trying to open them with the poker.
Okay.
Please don't pick up a fucking Asmodeus contract. I can't keep doing this.
I'm not gonna touch the scrolls.
No, they're probably just spell scrolls. They're not ebony and black and whatever.
The first scroll that you pick up, you unroll it, you notice that it has a crest at the top. It seems to be a letter of some sort. It's written in a language that seems Radavian, but it's old. You know how English, and then you've got Old English?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that. It's like you're looking at it and you're going, I recognize the language, but I can't necessarily understand the language because of the changes that have happened to the language over the course of so many years.
Right.
This letter is written in essentially Old Radavian. Very Old Radavian. There are some words here that you don't recognize at all. The summary of this letter is essentially the person who's written it is a priest of some sort. It's stating something about the descent, the corruption of the church, about how a specific lord is responsible. No, not responsible, who is culpable for this corruption. And how, in order to restore the church's standing with its god, that lord must be removed from power before the gods take matters into their own hands. That's what the
Oh, you-
first letter says.
Your classic, yeah.
You also notice that in the corner of the letter, there are a couple of brown stains.
Yes. Someone shitted themselves. Sorry. Try not to lower the vibe here.
One of the great evil shit in themselves demon spells. It was cast here.
I'm like, okay, so there's some sort of church arguments going on here. I gotta see what's in the last one. I'm doing investigations!
The second letter is relatively more, not necessarily recent, but it's less than 100 years old, essentially.
Nice.
So the language is a lot clearer. It essentially states the ruling family of Necroneer is subject to and forfeit in regards to the practice of religious faith within the city. They are required to allow religious gatherings without exemption, and are essentially, they have been told by the various churches that they are not allowed to interfere in the structure of religious ceremonies in Necroneer.
So they tried to interfere with the religious.
So,
Can I roll a religion check to try and figure out why someone might interfere with a religious ceremony?
yeah,
Or
roll me
like
a
why
religion
someone
check.
might be told off for doing that?
Roll me a religion check.
Yeah. Come on, dice. Jesus. That's an 11.
So, this isn't a hard check for you, specifically because you experienced the events in question yourself. There was a trial, and there was a woman
Yeah.
in the lowest levels of the cathedral where Metano himself interfered and possessed and became the voice of this woman and condemned the church for its betrayal of the faith and the path that Metano had set for them. From what you can gather from this letter, some members of the church knew that there were issues and tried to assassinate whoever this lord was that was interfering. But by the looks of it, that assassin got caught. The small, dried, ancient drops of blood on that first letter are pretty indicative. The fact that the knife and the pendant are in here is also pretty indicative. The second letter is essentially a letter from religious organizations, from the church itself, saying, "You fuckers destroyed our ceremonies and perverted them for your own cause. You don't get to ever do that again." Because the god himself came down and said, you do not fuck with me, basically.
I see.
And that's that. I mean, there's a pretty clear line of, like, there's a timeline here. Like, the letter before is ancient, and it's essentially saying, oh well, we need to get rid of this guy before stuff gets worse. And the letter after is, again, another, 100 years, but it's obviously the church going, we've finally gotten our shit back together. Your ancestors did this. You need to pay attention to this because it's not a good thing.
Okay.
The letters
Okay.
themselves, however, you can tell were not ever addressed to the Baroness. These are very old. Much
Do you think the
older
Baroness
than the
ever knew?
Baroness was around.
Ooh, so she might have never actually known that these were here.
Probably not. Or she never bothered to check.
Ooh.
Secrets.
Okay, so the likelihood that these letters aren't cursed is high. I put them down and I like hold my breath and I poke each one of them.
The letters?
And I'm like, yeah.
I mean, you
And nothing
okay, so you
happens, right?
put them down on the table, the letters you've been holding, and then you poke them.
No, I was holding them with the tongs and the...
You
the
literally
poker?
said, I held them and I opened them with the tongs. That's what you told me.
I thought I was holding them with the tongs and
They
opening them with
said
the
they were
poker.
holding them with the tongs and
Okay,
scrolling
fair
them
enough.
with the poker.
You put them down with the tongs, you put them down, put the poker aside, touch them, nothing happens.
Yippee!
They're
I
not
do a
cursed.
little celebrational dance that I
They
did
are
not... I could
ancient-
identify a non...
They are essentially ancient documents, basically.
Yeah. Is the identify spell done yet? I think the identify spell.
At about this time, the identify spell ends. What you are holding, librarian, is a plane shift tuner
Oh,
for the 9 hells.
well, that's ridiculously useful.
I go,
gonna-
oh, is the rod helpful?
Yeah, this can get us to the 9 hells if we have a spell that needs it. So if I eventually learn how to transverse planes, which I probably will at some point, I can use this to be the material component that has a tie to that plane for the 9 hells.
Nice. So that means that you could get us back if we ended up getting stuck.
Yeah, if I had the thing in something from the material plane, which could literally be like a piece of our clothes or something. It just needs to be
Nice.
something from the material plane.
Okay.
That's very useful.
But yeah, pretty useful. It means we can go back to the 9 hells whenever we want, once I learn that.
Can you have a look at these two things now and tell me I did a good job about not getting cursed by them? Also,
Oh, yeah.
I think I have unraveled a story.
Oh, okay.
That the Baroness's family were dickheads, meddled in Matano. Once they got their shit together, then the temple told them to stop fucking with them.
Oh, is that like the big event that maybe caused some kind of like huge surge in magical energy at the cathedral? The one that like kind of took us back in time a little bit? And some other stuff as well?
That one.
Translation,
I think-
yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you start identifying those 2 other items, librarian, and in the meantime, we shall shift to Matina, where our dear friend Darren is looking for Shakar, or rather, has found Shakar. It's not difficult to find the man. He's relatively easy to find now. As you approach, he turns to you. He floats over, a little box clipped to his belt, smoke pouring out of it. Turns to you and goes, "My friend, welcome, welcome. What? You look hopeful? Is that hope I see on your face, or is it like I can't? It's difficult. There's a lot of scales, you know. There's a lot of scales. Do you smile anymore? Do you smile?
It's been known to happen.
Oh.
I might have a fairly strong lead on a sufficient power source.
Okay. A lead.
But-
You say a lead. That tells
Well,
me there's
you would-
something more to this.
Yeah, you would be the one best suited to know if it'll work or not.
Okay.
But it is definitely very, very big and very, very, very magical, basically blinding for me to look at.
How big are we talking?
That is the slight second issue. It is a cathedral.
You mean like a building?
Yeah, so we
Like
can't
a
really
build- you
bring
want me
it
to-
you.
You want me to turn a building into a
No, I want you to use the magic of the building.
to turn you? Yes, but you want me to turn a building into a dragon? Yes.
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 My question being, are you able to relocate your stuff, and how quickly?
If you give me 6 months, I can probably do it.
Don't really have 6 months to work with.
You have to understand. If I want to, okay. You saw how we did the first part, right? You had an object, it went in a box. The box is pulls all the magic out and it puts it into you. Yes.
Right. Yes.
I need to put the cathedral in a box, which means I need to build the framework of a box to put around the cathedral, to take the magic and put it into you. I can't do that in 10 days. I need time, which I don't have for that, apparently. But if you have 6 months, I can build you that box and put it around the cathedral and make you turn into a dragon. It's possible. It's just, time. I can't do it I can't snap my fingers and make it happen, he says as he snaps his fingers and a pot of coffee appears behind him.
Can I apply my knowledge of magic and try to think if there is an alternative option than the box, some kind of jumper cable or some such?
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
Yep. 10. Nice.
Not really. Like, the way Shakar has explained it is basically what the box is doing is it's absorbing all the ambient magic from the item. And it has to have surface area to do that. Otherwise, the magic starts to drift and escape and warp, and it's not fully functional. If you're doing that on the scale of a cathedral, and pulling magic from that, which is essentially like already incredibly dangerous and warped magic. Like there's like 7 different schools of magic in there. The chance of it going wrong by just like plugging a pair of cables into the side of the wall and pulling it that way is very, very high. There's no balance to that, essentially.
Okay. So it needs to be. What would you say is the upper limit on size here?
I mean, what do you want? Mobile, non-mobile?
What's the largest thing your equipment can currently handle, size-wise?
I mean,
like a ring, a bag, a body, what?
It takes me half a day, but if you give me half a day, I can probably absorb something the size of a horse.
Okay.
A small horse, I should say.
A pony, right?
Yes.
Okay. How stable is your whole deal at this point? Because that might necessitate still relocating interdimensionally. I know a place that's got a big archive of magic items, basically.
Stability is relative. Like we have flat ground here, which is nice. We also have dimensional stability. We move this to another dimension. I don't know. It's dimensional resonance on magic is a big part of what I do, and the upset on that scale, it's difficult to say what will happen, especially on activation, but if you want to risk it, it could explode, or it could turn you into a pig, or an armchair. I don't know. It's difficult to say.
So different dimension, different
Different dimension,
rules of
different
running.
rules, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time I was here, we discussed ley lines, and the ambient magic around here wasn't strong enough anymore for that.
Well, the ley lines moved a couple hundred years ago, so most of the magic, the ambience is toned down. You know, we went from having a rave to having a quiet chill session in the back of a cafe.
So, never mind. Okay.
You don't know what a rave is?
Can't say it's something I've experienced.
It's a party. You need to get out more.
Maybe in a bit. The cathedral is sort of, kind of, not, but also yes, on a ley line. Would that help anything?
Maybe. But again, you're asking me to. It's not the ley line that's the problem. It's the size.
Right. So just massive ton of ambient magic isn't enough.
No, I mean it has to be inside the box, basically. I mean, if you want to take one piece of the cathedral at a time, put it in the box, and then, you know, that's an option. But again, that'll take probably just as long as doing it with just one big box.
Okay, so to be clear, there is the possibility of some building it up the charge as opposed to like just using it all in one go.
Yes, but I would need, if you want me to essentially store the magic, right? I would need something to store it in.
Right. Well, let me see. It's the cathedral that got blasted open a while back in Necronair, so if you want to stop by and give it a look over at the very least, I would greatly appreciate that.
I mean, I'm free for the evening, so sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah, okay. Well, I will drop by there this evening then and meet up with you.
Alright. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if I can make it work, I can make it work, but
that's
anything
just
I
what
do
mean.
is gonna take time.
Yeah. I'm a little short on time and a little overburdened with terrible purpose at this moment.
Well, aren't we all? Well, maybe not the terrible purpose, but the time thing is, yes. Why terrible? Why does it always have to be terrible purposes with you?
Company I keep, I think. You know,
You need to find better people to be around.
yeah, they're all right. I just think they're a certain brand of chaos whenever they're in one place for too very long. Most of them are okay, at least. Right, I need to pop back over to Necronair, meet up with everybody else. Hopefully said chaos has not manifested itself. I'll see you at the cathedral tonight at the very least. You can give me your full assessment of the place.
I will be there. I don't know what you expect me to do, but I will try.
Just let me know if you can think of how we could possibly achieve it.
Alright.
Otherwise, I'm back to looking for lots more stuff.
Okay. Good luck, weird guy.
I will make my way back to the teleportation circle. I'll stop by a bakery and pick up a donut or something.
Okay.
Something sweet.
Moving back to Necronair. Marcus, you finish identifying this pair of items, the pendant and the knife. The pendant is a +1 AC pendant. It's nothing special. It grants +1 to your AC when worn. Doesn't do much else. But it is a religious symbol for Metano. So you get the feeling that if you wore it, you're not sure if it'll work. The knife is an The knife is a religious artifact more than it is a magical artifact. But it does have some magical properties. It is known as a shade knife, and the blade is quite literally made of solidified shadow. The knife itself is designed to be a concealed weapon. So when you fold down the guard, you can fold down the guard into the hilt. The knife's blade essentially retracts, or dissipates is more the correct word. And the blade itself is hidden as like a small round wooden cylinder that essentially means that it is an entirely concealed weapon. No special properties other than that.
Alright, so we got a cool blade.
Are any of them cursed?
It doesn't seem like they are.
Damn.
Why would you want it to be
I don't want it to be cursed. I just thought they might be cursed, and I took loads of precautions in case they were cursed, and they're not. I'm fine.
I'm proud of you for not getting cursed this time.
And
Good for you.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we all doing, team? Do we gather up?
Yeah, I think we gather up and have a conversation with Devil Lady.
Okay.
If everyone agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
because we're going to agree, but we can go down whenever we want and not right now.
All right. All make your way. Well, are you guys going to do this out in the open, or are you going to do this somewhere secluded?
I guess secluded, because we are making a contract with a literal devil.
Okay. Where would you like to go? You want to stay in the manor? Do it in, like, the laboratory?
Maybe the laboratory or something.
Okay. You all step into the former Baroness's laboratory. Shut the door. There's enough powder in that vial that you had, librarian, to draw the summoning circle one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
I use it to summon one more time.
Use it to summon one more time. Drop of blood, powder becomes sticky, the glow appears, and Daranax appears before you. Well, sooner than I expected. Have you made your decision?
I think so. Everyone, we've made the decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are
Yeah,
here,
we're gonna accept your offer.
Darren. Well, you should be here, Darren. Unless these four have decided to do this
really
without
hope
you.
that we met up before when we said we would meet up before and then went.
First time hearing of this.
God damn it!
Get your ass over here.
You didn't even send me a message. I didn't even know I was
You
back
said-
in state.
I'm yelling into the stone right now. Darren, is it okay if we do the devilish agreement?
What? What did I miss over there?
I mean, we resummoned
Girl,
them.
I thought you said you, like, came back to us. You like picked up a donut and you headed back.
To
I thought we'd all-
here.
Yeah.
I
We're
didn't
in
even know that
Necroneer.
much time had elapsed.
Can we say that we fast forwarded like a couple of hours and we've all rejoined with each
Yes.
other, and now we're
Yes.
resummoning her? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So,
Why are you yelling? I'm 4 feet away from you.
Old age
Daranax
hearing.
Vaughn turns to you all and says, "Well, have you made your decision?"
Yeah.
Oh. And our conditions are in place? Nothing you want to add? Nothing you want to remove?
I mean, if we could see the contract one last time, that would probably be a good idea.
Of course. She unfurls this contract that at the top states transit contract. Signatories Daranax Vaughn and party. And essentially states Daranax Vaughn will help you traverse to the Nine Hells, will provide cover and disguises to enter into the courts of Asmodeus. In return, you will procure the item in question from the vaults of Asmodeus, and as a result, she will ensure that no harm comes to you as a result of the usage of the key.
I am seeing one crucial thing that's not been added to the contract, Daranax.
Please enlighten me.
How do we get out of hell?
Well, I can help you get in. I can help you move around, but I can't even get myself out of here now that I'm back. That, my darling, is up to you.
Okay.
Thing you can do, librarian.
I mean, depends if my connection to the library is still available there. If that's true, then I could open up a door, but
And if it isn't,
we're kind of screwed. I don't have any planar transportation spells except for the door to the library, which is a demi-plane.
can we add a stipulation that these disguises you provide are completely temporary and not at all permanent?
Well, I wouldn't have thought to have anything done otherwise. If you did want something permanent, I could also oblige. I'm sure you would
I can
look
solve that myself.
wonderful with horns. Well, bigger horns.
I don't disagree, but I have my own methodologies for that.
Very well. Temporary
I would
disguises.
simply prefer my body be as
Would you like
as
a
it is
time
intended.
limit on that?
Let's say a max of 5 days.
5 days.
Let's say
it
when we
is.
exit the hells, actually.
That seems more
Alright.
sensible.
More open-ended, sure.
From the time we enter to the time we exit the hells.
Very well. You shall take on forms that suit your existence in hell during the time that you are within the boundaries of the Nine Hells. And she waves her hand and you watch as the script on the contract changes.
Thank you. Can we also have just a quick thing where we can descend into the hells at our chosen time and not directly after we sign this contract, just because we would like maybe a night's rest and some time to prepare.
Well, I don't think I would want to whisk you away from any important endeavors you might have, but my time is limited.
How many Can we say 8 hours from the time we sign this contract so we can all have a nap at least?
He thinks it's over. I'll give you 10. Just to
Thank you,
get
sweet
your
pea.
affairs in order. And then come to my domain.
Yes.
Is that agreeable with everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
We can make it, I fear.
I feel like we've got the ring of defenestration, we've got the teleporty, this is me not saying this in character. We've got the ring of defenestration, we've got the teleport rod that can help us get out of the 9 hells, but we just need to Zarian, I'm right in thinking you need to like level up in order to get the thing.
I would need to level up. I don't even know if even if I level up, I have access to it. Let me double check. Otherwise, we'd need an artifact of some variety. The rod helps us get into the 7 hells. It doesn't help us get out. It's like a piece of the 7 hells. Basically, you can use I think planar shift of the spell.
It is a component for a plane shift spell. Yeah.
Okay. Can you use your scrying orb to see into the hells?
I think it only works in the same plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's no way that. So we need to be. Can we be summoned out of the hells?
I feel like if that was an option, we'd have already done it with Devil Lady here.
Well, no, we
Derek
can.
sort of looks
can-
around at you. Summoning out of the hells is possible for minor devils, but the stronger you are, the more difficult being summoned out is. I was able to be summoned by Gabriel Blackwood because I was a minor devil at the time. I'm more powerful now, so my summoning is harder. But if you put enough power into anything, well,
Should we leave someone behind to try and get the others back?
Is there someone we could afford not to have?
I mean, I'm pretty stupid.
Your whole thing was you said you wanted to be the person doing the bluff.
That's a good point. I really do want to go down there. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Do we have a friend on the outside who could figure it out?
I have a suggestion. Planar travel isn't common, but a lady in Matina might have something for us. What's her name? Mama Vera?
I'm an Era.
I'm on her good side.
I mean, me too. That's why I think maybe we should go to her. Also, we have something that we probably need to return to her, right?
Do we?
We never ended up using the egg.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that thing. Yeah, we could go ask her, I suppose.
We have
Say
10
as I
hours.
Conspicuously eat a donut.
You
Yeah,
all
like-
watch as Daranax sort of floats the contract out, and as it sort of passes an invisible barrier, it sort of goes from this faint, sort of illusory contract into this physical paper scroll that passes towards you, and a quill
Halifax.
appears next to it. And she pushes it out. Your choice. 10 hours. Then into the hells. Or choose to leave this contract alone and make your own way, but I can't guarantee your safety.
"10 hours to get away out of hell."
10 hours before I bring you in.
So kind of.
I mean, here's an idea. in Asmodeus's vault, there's possibly a way to move a less powerful person as Asmodeus from the Hells to this realm.
I mean,
Quite
maybe.
possibly.
The gates don't apply to us.
Can we
because
make-
aren't to be kept there, I think.
The gates don't apply to us, except that being more powerful, it would still be more difficult to summon us out. So the first question I have is, where do we think we rank on Hell's hierarchy?
Pretty low.
All right.
We've killed the Carnifex Order.
Which puts us in a really high ranking in heaven, but a really low one in hell.
in
I-
terms of sheer power, I don't know.
I don't know either. But I think we should sign, talk to Mama Vera. I can spend my last hours on Earth with her.
Subtle.
And then make a trip. But I don't want to take anyone who doesn't want to go. I turn to Hickory and say, like, I know you're not one for talking too much, but we're asking you to descend into the Hells. How do you feel?
Yeah, you're the new guy here.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if I can go. He kind of taps his chest, and it's just like, I'm not exactly flesh and blood.
I mean, neither was I to begin with.
Well, in terms of souls, exactly, I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, well, I think there's a decent chance you meet the qualifications, and if not, it'll be a teachable moment.
I suppose.
Valuable information.
All that to say, I do not mind going, but if you do need someone to stay behind, I can also do that.
No, I think we want everyone.
Yeah, we'll probably need everyone.
And I also like you and don't really want you to, be alone. Just seems like you've had enough of
If
that.
indeed we should die in hell, and thereby you'll never see us ever again, and wonder what happened to them, I wonder.
Yes, that would, I would prefer to know.
The contract floats in front of you, Rod.
Prod signs.
Outside. Contract moves. Floats in front of you, Ingvar. Contract with the demon to go to hell.
Yeah. He gives a thumbs up, just gives a quick sign.
Okay. Contract moves in front of you, Hickory.
Hickory signs.
As you sign, feel a pull. Something's attached to this now. Don't know what. The contract moves to you, Arcus.
I sign, and I feel
So-
real bad about it. I hate these fucking things.
The contract moves to you, Darren.
I seem to be making a habit of making extremely questionable bargains. I sign.
In a burst of flame, contract vanishes and reappears in Erenax's hand. Rolled and sealed in lovely golden words. As she holds it, she goes, 10 hours, darling. 10 hours. And remember, if you fail at this task, souls are mine. And she disappears in a flash of smoke.
And if we fail, we're stuck in hell regardless, so...
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of a win-win situation as devil deals go. Like,
I
it's
don't know
not...
if I go that far.
Oh, for her, that's what I mean.
Okay, we pretty much have no time to waste.
Yep, let's
All right.
head back to Martina.
Sprint to Martina. Awesome.
Okay. You all head through to Martina, heading over to Mama Era's. It is early evening at this point in Martina. Mama Era is sort of about setting up, sort of closing up shop as the five of you sort of sprint through the marketplace towards her. As she turns to you all and goes, "Oh, darlings, what? You all seem so excited to see me. What can I do for you?"
We need a transit option, should we happen to end up in another dimension.
Well, that's a very, very big ask. Might I ask where you're going?
To hell and back, the usual.
Is that a joke, or are you being literal?
Oh,
We're
I wish
literally
it was
going
a
to the
joke.
Nine Hells, unfortunately.
Right. The Nine Hells. A return trip from the Nine Hells. Okay.
We've also got your egg.
Oh,
yeah.
you didn't use my egg.
We didn't
no.
end up having to, so we thought it would be a good idea to bring it back for the next person that needs it.
Thank you, darling. That thing is quite expensive, she says as she takes the egg and puts it in a small box on a shelf behind her. All right. A return from the Nine Hells. Let me check my stock. And I'm gonna have to roll for this because I'm not sure that Mama Era will have this stuff that you need. She gets a +5 to her investigation. She
I
needs.
suppose I could assist.
No, not in this instance. She needs a 20. So it has to be a
cast
50.
guidance.
You can cast guidance on her if you like.
I cast guidance.
Okay. So she
Can I
has-
cast a bless? Even though that doesn't help at all.
It doesn't help, but you can cast it. It was not going to help.
Thoughts and prayers.
You need a 15 or higher, depending on the number on the guidance die. That might be a little less.
The D4 on top.
I'm not sure a D4 is going to help in this instance.
What if I
Unfortunately.
also
You need to roll a
have
6 on a
guidance?
d4.
That is an
Does
11.
she have no mods?
No, plus
It's
5.
an 11 plus 5. So she gets a 16. Unfortunately, not enough. However, it is above a 15, which means it gets you something. As she's sort of rummaging through all of these different bits and pieces across her shop, she's like, no, that won't do. No, that won't do. That's for the Feywild. That's for... no, definitely not. That... This might help. Turns around and hands you a small metal coin with an engraving of a pair of wings on it. On one side of the coin, the wings are angelic. On the other side, they're bat-like demonic. She hands it to you, Marcus. This is not necessarily an item that will get you back to our bare material plane. However, it will call for assistance. It's a 50-50 chance. Don't get to choose what assistance you get. But flip the coin when you're in need. If you're in luck, might get an angel. And if the angel is coming through a door, you might be able to run for it. 50-50 chance. Nothing more than that. I can't promise it'll work. She hands you the coin.
Well, I mean, that's definitely helpful, thanks.
Sorry I can't do more, but, well, planar
It was a
travel
bit of a
is
big ask.
not within my area of expertise. And I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, but, well, I should say Janet of all trades, yes. Jane of all trades?
Jill for all trades.
Yeah, it's a jail, isn't it?
Anyway, I wish I could do more to help, but that's all I can really do.
Real quick, out of, like, completely unrelated, what's the single most powerful magical item you have?
The single most powerful item. Magical item
Preferably
I
something
have.
like pony-sized or smaller.
Pony-sized or small? Well, I have this, and she ducks beneath the counter and pulls out a 6-foot-long broadsword that, as she lifts up above her head, the blade ignites in flame. The pommel is covered in ice. The guard itself seems to be blazing with shadow. As she lifts this up, and she says, "Well, I have this.
Is that the
This is
flaming
probably the
poisoning
most
raging
powerful."
sword of doom?
Were you using that as a doorstop?
No. I was using it as a table prop.
Okay.
It's under one of
Better
my.
use of
It's
it.
under one of the table legs. It keeps it level.
I
See.
wondered why it wasn't wobbling. That's smart.
Yes, it's very good. But yes, this is probably the most powerful magic item I have, darlings. Do you want it?
I mean, how...
It's
what
3,000
is that rank
gold
on the
if you want
ceiling?
it.
Librarian, whereabouts does that, like, rank?
Oh, like just from me looking at it? I mean, I'll burn a spell slot on the investigation check. Could I just like hold this Mama Era?
Of course, have a look. And she hands you this heavy-ass broadsword. Like,
I like
this
keep
thing...
a hand on it so you don't get knocked over.
Yeah, this
Cheers,
thing
bro.
is designed to be wielded by a person with muscles bigger than prods.
Comparable to prods.
Bigger than prods.
Huh? Prod is like shaking, but he's holding
Within the
it.
range of prods.
Significant margin of error of prod.
You cast Identify. This is the Elemental Broadsword. A divine item capable of wielding all types of elements in sequence. Damage possibilities 1d4.
What?
Item type uncommon.
I think we can do without this one, Darren. It is a very good item, but it's just far out of our price range. I'm just gonna like use a message under my breath and go like, it's not that great.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Basically, you can see why she's been using it as a table
Yeah.
leveler.
Oh. But,
It, like-
but one thing I wanted to ask before we left, actually, even though that's a really cool sword, you wouldn't happen to have something that can specialize in making someone very resistant to like charm or like illusionary spells, stuff that would like deter you from taking something, for example.
Fire, perhaps.
There's a neat little spell that's on something one of my friends left behind for me that you have to not want it to be able to take it, and we're trying to get past that.
Nothing that I can think of, unfortunately. No, I wish I could help on that one, but unfortunately I don't think so. I have another
Okay.
cursed sleep amulet, if you want that. I keep getting those. It's very strange. This strange old man keeps coming by every other day, and he hands me a couple of cursed objects. As they all do very odd things.
Oh, no.
What does this man look like?
Long red coat, really,
Please don't be. Please don't be.
really sort of scruffy beard, dwarvish fellow, you see.
And who are we referring to? Why is dying?
That would be Jeremiah. My great-grandfather.
Is he a pervert?
No, that's the
Why the leap
though.
to pervert?
No, he didn't say his name was Jeremiah. I mean, he said it. What did he say his name? Something beginning with a V. It was strange. Every time I looked at him, I couldn't look at him. His eyes were like a whirlpool of chaos. Anyway, yes, he keeps coming by every couple of months, hands off a couple of cursed items, and then disappears. Very strange, man.
That's a mystery that we'll have to leave for another day, unfortunately, probably. Well, guys, I hate to say it, but I feel like the last thing that we have left on our list of where to get magical items that might allow us to transport between planes is either your friend the Djinn or the library.
Oh shoot, I said I'd meet Shakar at the cathedral tonight. Keep the library as a backup option, but we can go and ask Shakar. I don't know if he's capable of that though.
Okay. Wait, he's a fire Djinn, right?
Sort of. In the same manner that I'm a dragonborn. Yeah, it's complicated.
I mean, you might have access to quite powerful magic.
Might being the operative word.
Okay. Damn it.
Before we leave to go find somewhere else that might have transportation magic, I'd like to ask Mamiri if there's anything for fire resistance. That is a major concern of Hickory.
Yes, I mean, I think so. Yes, hold on. And she sort of rummages through and picks up a little ring. This is oh god, and she turns around the tag a couple of times. Oh, my handwriting is awful. This is a fire resistance ring. You have to attune to it, but it should mean that any fire that tries to come into contact with you, it's not going to nullify the effect, but it'll lessen it. If that's something you want. 150 gold. Bargain price.
Do you have any money, Hickory?
That's a great question. I don't know if I do.
If not, I'll get it for you.
I don't think that was ever decided because my coinage is all zeros.
I get the feeling that being a scarecrow in the middle of a field for most of your life makes coinage kind of difficult to come by.
Yeah, just
Not
a
very
little
profitable
bit.
now.
Just a small amount.
I'll pay for it. It's okay. I pay for the ring.
Okay.
Does it
She-
fit on your hand
my
pole?
little hay hands.
Yeah. Maybe put it
She-
on a chain around your neck?
Yeah.
hands you the fire resistance ring, and you lose 150 gold. Rod.
Thank you.
If I can figure out where I put my gold, that would be ace. Inventory. Oh, I got plenty of gold! I got plenty of gold!
I will undo one of my hay pieces and then put the ring on the hay piece and wrap it around my neck.
Okay. That'll take about 30 minutes to attune, but essentially what it does is you gain resistance to fire damage, which means any fire damage you take is halved. Okay. How are we feeling, team?
Mortified. I will head for the cathedral once we're wrapped up here.
Okay. We'll head
Where we
back
go.
to Necroneer. It is late evening-ish as you sort of approach the cathedral itself. You see Shakar sort of standing in front of the building, arms crossed. Well, say standing, floating in front of the building, arms crossed as you all approach.
He's billowing in front of the building.
Billowing, yes, billowing in front of the building. Arms crossed, looks over to you, Darren, as you walk up. Well, you've certainly given me an interesting proposition, my friend. This place is rife with chaotic magic. I can tell you now, using this to turn you into a dragon would have some very interesting effects. You might end up pink. Or blue. Or a pig. Or a fairy. Yeah. It's probably not a good idea to use this unless you're very desperate. And you have 6 months.
Okay, right. Well, thanks for checking it over anyways.
I mean, if you want, I can start siphoning some magic now and separating it out into its component schools, and eventually, I mean, you see those towers over there, and he points to the large sort of racks of massive tanks that are at the entrance to the cathedral.
Mhm.
Those are magic storage batteries. Technically speaking, I could start siphoning parts of the cathedral's magical ambience. I'm sticking them in various batteries until all of them are filled up. But it would take as long, if not longer, than building a big box and pulling all the magic out simultaneously and funneling it into you. It's safer, but at the end of the day, if you want it done fast, it'll still take me to build the box, to make the necessary equipment stuff. It'll still take me at least 4 months on the box. Looking at this place now, properly. 4 months, give or take. To make it properly safe for you, 6 to 8 months using the siphon technique. If you take the 4 months, I can guarantee you'll get a lot of power. But on the other hand, a lot of raw, wild magic, which may have strange and interesting effects.
Alright.
You could turn into a gerbil. A very powerful gerbil, but a gerbil.
Don't know if I've ever encountered a gerbil.
He's like a tiny rat. Little rat.
It might be... Okay, I've got a thing coming up. Decent chance I don't come back alive. Yes, I'm aware, I'm pretty sure I've told you that before.
Several times
But
at this point.
in
Every
the-
time
in
you
the
say I'm
event
not
that
going to
this
come back
time I'm
alive, and then you
correct-
come back and bother me again. What do you mean? What do you want me to
in the
do?
event that I'm correct this time around, maybe start siphoning and dividing up the magic anyways, in case somebody else wants to make use of something else, and then that's a little better for
I mean,
everybody involved.
what are you going to do now? Go fight a god? Fight a demon? What?
We're gonna steal from the Titan at the bottom of hell.
Okay, well, I was pretty close.
Yeah. Otherwise, thank you for coming out. You've been a delight and a tremendous help every time I see you.
Okay, well, if you ever need to be turned into something ridiculous again, let me know. It's, as I said, if you don't have a small enough magic item that has a lot of bloody power in it, then it'll take time. Unfortunately, I am not a miracle worker. As much as I can wave my hands and make little objects appear, and he waves his hands and a bunch of butterflies pop out of it into existence. Making giant box, well, I show you. And he sort of concentrates, and you watch as over the course of 5 minutes, a 1 inch long, 3 inch wide segment of the small structure of a strut for this appears. And he points to that and goes, I can do that. But it'll take me 24 hours to do 2 feet. And this is what? 250 feet? At least? Maybe more? And then there's all the wiring and all the... It's bad. Yeah, it'll take a while. Even with my insane magical powers, it's not...
I completely understand, Shakar. It was a bit of a stretch, but it was an option I had. And it is, to be fair, incredibly magical.
It is. I do agree with you there. It is incredibly magical. Also incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you've established that very clearly. You've also established the more or less limits of your magical capacities, so I'm guessing we couldn't ask you for a quick snap out of hell, if we should need it.
A ride out of hell? Literal hell?
Yeah.
As in the primordial titan Asmodeus hell? Capital H hell? 9 of the hells? Hell?
Yep.
No. Absolutely
Okay.
fucking not. Not happening.
Like I said,
To get you out,
worth a
I'd have
shot.
to go in, and I don't want to go in.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the notion myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you know where the teleport circle is, there's a small cafe just to the left of it. They sell magnificent cocoa. Maybe treat yourself on the way out.
Coco in this town? In this state? You sure about that?
I mean, it's connected to Matina. There's a lot of supplies coming in and out here.
Oh, I mean, Bettina does have the best cocoa, you're not wrong about that. It's probably not the best cocoa here, but it'll be maybe pretty good if it's near
The people
Bettina.
around here have surprised me on occasion.
Okay, very well. Tell you what, if you do need a lift out of hell, try... There is rumor, because I was interested, I was doing research a couple of years ago. There is rumor that there is a portal through the Abyssal Gate. Nobody really knows where it is, but because the Abyssal Gate is so massive, I mean, it is a dimensional gate, it's not really a physical thing, but there is rumor that there is a portal out, but it is, as I say, it is rumor. Something that may help you, maybe not, I don't know, but something to think about.
Oh, I'll have to bear that in mind.
Alright. I'm gonna go get Coco. You enjoy your weird magical church thing.
No worries. If you tell them the dragon sent you, they'll give you a cupcake for half off.
Alright, Dragon. You are a weird guy, he says as he billows away.
Right then. Into hell, everybody?
Okay, I guess a hint of a portal is about as good as we're gonna get.
All right. We reconvene the next morning.
Reconvene the next morning. You reconvene the next morning. 5 of you stand center of town as the 10-hour mark ticks up. Smell of sulfur and brimstone and heat fills your nostrils. The world around you feels hot. And slowly it changes. As 5 of you feel magic warping around you. Heat, blistering heat, pulses through you. Everything darkens and then lightens again under the faint glow of red-hot skies. World around you is a hellscape of the greatest proportions. It is terrifying. It is deadly. The skies are filled with demons and devils. And far above, the stretching, towering spires of the iron keeps of Asmodeus stare down at you like accusing fingers of judging. World before you is filled with fear and horror, and thusly you venture forth into death and destruction. And that is where we are going to call it for the evening, everybody. Thank you all very much for joining us. And we shall see you all next time for another episode of Shadows of Sorcery. Oh, we have fun here, everybody. We have fun here, everybody. Thank you all very much for joining us. We shall see you Wednesday after next, hopefully, for our continuation of our party's dangerous adventures into the 9 hells. Thank you all very much for joining us. We are going to raid someone who is live right now. Well, we are going to raid a Turbo Owl. No, actually, we're going to raid a Directed Energy who's currently doing some deadly salvage set building in Space Engineers. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everyone. Thank you to my punctual players for lending their voices and their storytelling intrigues to my world. Say goodbye, punctual players.
Bye.
Punctual players.
Bit hot here, isn't it?
Bye, everyone.
Toasty.